Hi, I'm Ted Williams. Today we'll be talking to alumni from the City Colleges of Chicago who've used their education here to catapult their careers, overcome obstacles, and blaze their trail to success. With us today is Nech Rodriguez. She is a KKC graduate and is currently a student at Loyola University. Emiola Dosunmu. She is a Kennedy King College graduate also, and a graduate of the University of Illinois and of DePaul University. And last but not least, Jonathan Talley, who is a Kennedy King College graduate and currently a student at Roosevelt University. Welcome. So I want you guys to tell me very briefly, why did you come to the City Colleges of Chicago?
Well, I came to the City College of Chicago because my family told me to come here.
Okay.
My original major was communications.
Okay.
But when I got here, I changed it, because of you, I changed it to political science.
You were going to attend school somewhere else?
Yes, I was going to attend Chicago State.
Okay, and then your family convinced you to come here?
Yes.
Why?
Because of the WKKC program.
Oh, okay, cool,
Yes.
wonderful. How about you? Why did you come to City Colleges?
I also had family who came to
Nice.
Kennedy King. Yeah, and so they encouraged me to come just mostly because of financial decision. It just made sense financially to spend the first 2 years at community college and then transfer to 4-year.
And so you spent your first 2 years here, and then you transferred to?
I went to the University of Illinois in
Okay.
Urbana-Champaign.
All right, okay.
And
And what did you study there?
I studied psychology and graduated, and then came back to Chicago, and I went to DePaul University and got my master's.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
And how about you? How did you end up at City Colleges of Chicago?
I decided to pursue my lifelong dream, and I wanted to start here. I did research, and Kennedy King had the highest graduation rate.
All right.
So I preferred I chose this campus, even though I had a closer one, because I wanted to make sure that I was guided the right way to success.
And what did you study while you were here?
I studied political science. I also had an English major, and thanks to you, I switched my major to political science because I am going to pursue law degree. So.
Oh, so you're actually right now studying to become a lawyer?
Not in law school yet, but I am pre-law.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I have a political science and psychology major.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to say I'm so excited to be talking to you all, and very proud as someone who works at Kennedy King College to have worked with all of you guys. So if you could say to us, like, what is one memory, what's the best memory you had while you were here? What is one situation that you went through here that prepared you for what you're doing now in life?
Well, I would say the elevator pitch.
Okay.
You know, being around students and being around faculty and staff as yourself taught me to really condense my life story into like 30 seconds.
Okay.
And so I was able to use that to get an internship with Chris Kennedy. He's running for governor.
Oh, wonderful,
right now.
wonderful.
And
So did you learn that in a class here at the college, elevator pitch?
I've learned that not in a class, but just
informally
being around the atmosphere and being
Gotcha.
at different events and networking and whatnot.
Okay. So we can see you in the governor's office pretty soon, huh?
Maybe. I mean, if you vote for me, you know, you got to help me run the campaign.
We'll talk about that after we get done. Okay. How about you? What is one story or situation?
Yeah, so I remember it was an English class, and it was one of my writing styles. So I believe I would, actually embarrassed to say it on camera, but I would like put a space before my period, and then another space. And I remember my English teacher nicely threatened me to never do that again. And so, yeah, in class. And so I, till today, remember, you know, I just remember that instance with her, you know, just encouraging me and changing my writing style.
How about you? Give me one story that meant something special to you while you were here at Kennedy King College.
I don't have a specific story because I had so many great memories here at Kennedy King, but being a part of student government, being the president of student government and the vice chair for the district student government allowed me to go to Florida, travel for the first time in my life to go to Florida to the National Conference of Student Leaders. And I learned so many things during that trip that I will always carry with me.
You know, it's funny because a lot of people assume that, you know, there's a stigma that's associated sometimes with community college. Oh, you go to community college because you can go to a better school, that sort of thing. And I've learned that about half of college undergrads today are attending community college. What do you think is special about the community college environment that is making so many people these days come through our doors?
Well, I can say the price.
Yeah,
you know,
the price. Yeah.
So, like, what you would get at a university, instead of paying $60,000 for 4 years, you only pay $60,000 for 2 years because they're the same classes. You got your math, your
Well,
science.
you don't pay $60 for 2. I want to make that very
I
clear.
mean, you know,
so,
but it is cheaper though.
We don't want. Yes, it is cheaper. So you probably pay about half.
You
of
pay
what
about
you
half
pay.
of what you pay for the
Absolutely.
4-year tuition. You only paying two.
Absolutely
Right,
wonderful,
and
wonderful.
so because you're taking the same classes, so you're taking math, science, and English. Of course, all the core courses that you need, you know, in the beginning of your college career, and you can get that at a community college for a cheaper rate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think even just community in the name, like you have like that smaller feel, you have a community feel. You have the opportunity to, you know, have close relationships with your professors. You have the opportunity to have closer relationships with your fellow classmates because the classes are smaller. Even like what you shared earlier with being involved in extracurricular activities. I remember I probably was in about 6 to 7 extracurricular activities. And, you know, just that opportunity to get involved in different things that on a larger campus, you don't have that opportunity to do.
Now, was the transfer process difficult for you guys, or was it something that was simple and clear? Because all of you transferred to other schools, Roosevelt, Loyola, University of Illinois, and then obviously DePaul. What was that transfer process like for you?
I'm still in that phase. I applied for SOAR's program, which is for student of color, first generation, and I just completed today. Was the final day,
Oh,
and
good.
I met over 40 students, although they were all younger than me. But that helped me. That really motivated me to start with a positive attitude. So I'll get back to you on that one and let you know how my transition went.
Okay, good. How about you? You've obviously come the furthest in this. You've gone to undergrad, finished a bachelor's, finished a master's degree. What was that transfer process like, and did you feel prepared after being at City College?
Yes, Kennedy King had a smooth transfer process. So I remember there were days where you would have different universities come to the campus and you had the opportunity to talk to them. You could let them know the classes you were taking. You can find out to see if the classes you were taking were transferable over to the school. I would encourage students to do that. I know there are a number of students who just take classes, just to take classes and find out that those classes aren't transferable.
Absolutely.
And so one of the things that I did was I just made sure that everything that I was taking would transfer into the university I wanted to go to, into the major that I wanted to go to, so that when I transferred, I was transferring in as a junior and not having to take more years.
Very important. I've seen a lot of students make that mistake.
Absolutely.
Now, you particularly, Jonathan, you went from student government president here,
yes.
And then student government senator now at Roosevelt
University.
So tell me about that. I mean, what was that like, and is it different? Is it very different? How did the City College prepare you for your role on campus now?
Well, it is different. Serving in a leadership position to actually having to step down from that position and then be in a lower level position from president to senator is different. Because you have to come from a position of leading to now in a position of I'm willing to follow. Sure. And willing to follow other people's lead. But before I was before I was president at student in Kennedy King, I was also a senator as student.
So wait a second. So you went from senator to president at Kennedy King.
Yes.
Like Barack Obama went from senator to president. So I'm assuming you're going to go from senator to president at
Actually,
Roosevelt also, right?
Yes. Well, actually, I went from senator to vice president to president.
Okay, so what are we doing at Roosevelt? Are we going to
Roosevelt is going to be the same pattern.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Fantastic. So you heard it here first, right?
Yeah. But Kennedy King prepared me for that, though.
Okay, wonderful.
You know,
So-
to be humble and to accept roles and
Okay.
wait till your
Good,
turn to
good,
get to
very good.
where you want to go.
So what would you all tell the students today? So we got thousands of students at all 7 city colleges. We are still working hard to create leaders here at the city colleges. And you guys have successfully transitioned out of city colleges. What would you tell the students today that they should be thinking about or they should know? What advice would you give them?
Well, I would tell them today, come in knowing where you want to go. So when I came in, I knew I wanted to transfer. I just didn't know where. And so, like she said, you have to work with people and kind of stalk people to where you need to get to where you want to go. And so I found out that Kennedy King had partnerships with different colleges.
Now,
So
we've used the words threat and stalk a couple of times. For clarification, we're going to translate. The word stalk means be persistent,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
And
be
the word
persistent.
threatening from your teachers meant that they shared with you the punishments that would occur if you did not fulfill your
Absolutely.
academic
Absolutely.
requirements.
yes,
Yes.
Just for the record.
Just for the record.
absolutely.
So what about you guys? What would you tell the students?
I still harp on, knowing where you're going and having the goal, so you're working towards a goal. But then while you're here, take advantage of every opportunity. The college provides you so many opportunities that go wasted because students don't use it. I mean, there are lots of scholarships.
And reach out to the college too.
And reach out to colleges. And
Early
reach
as
out,
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I mean, and because your professors here know the scholarships that students are not taking, you can, you know, it's as simple as writing an essay, you know, reaching out to universities, but take advantage of everything that the school has to offer.
Don't be scared to speak to professors. Don't be scared to speak to any faculty or staff regarding any type of situation, because we are in a community college. We're supposed to be here to support each other. I would the sooner you know what you want to do in life, the better. But if you don't know, it's okay.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree with that too. When I got to U of I ended up still graduating with psychology, but when I was graduating, there were so many different fields that I thought I was going to go into, and I didn't. So you do have the leeway to switch.
And I feel like students at community college kind of wait until like, oh, a school's going to come and recruit me. No, you have to go and recruit a school. You know, they don't know who you are. They don't know, you know, what you're doing. You have to show them what you're doing. Just like Tina Watson, she put all of her accomplishments in one book.
She's a former student.
Former student,
Graduate,
Kennedy,
yes.
Kennedy King as well. She got a full ride scholarship to FITS because of that.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
and she works for Toyota.
Yeah,
now.
she works for Toyota, yes.
Absolutely,
And so she put herself out there, and she documented all of her accomplishments and sent that to FITS, and FITS was just amazed.
Yeah.
And so you have to do that. You have to take those extra steps.
Yeah.
Not only accomplishments, but also be proud of who you are. We are all different. We're all diverse, even though we might be the same color, different color, it doesn't matter, but every person is different. And we need to be proud of where we came from, how we got to where we got to, and not be embarrassed to say who you are.
It's a good point. You know, I really have enjoyed talking to you all today. You guys are amazing, and I think when I think about it, I've been with City Colleges now for about 15 years, and I think about all of the barriers and challenges that students face who are working, students who are, you know, have kids, that sort of thing, and to see what students have done who leave City Colleges, it's amazing. So thank you all so much, and I just wanted, if we can close out with just one word, right? One word that encapsulates your experience, connection, and or advice to City Colleges. One word that if you could walk away and leave with, you know, I would ask for that. And actually, I'll give you mine just to give an example. Inspire. How about you?
Persistence.
Persistence, very good, yeah, very important.
Yeah. Foundation.
Yeah,
I'd say
that's a good
see
one.
this as a way to build that strong foundation for your future.
Resilience.
Okay.
And I say that because I've been through a lot, and God has provided for me. I've been blessed to have people like you and you guys in my life, and I've been able to overcome every single hurdle, every single obstacle, and I'm still fighting to become an attorney.
Awesome. Wonderful. You know, you guys remind me of something that I talk to my students about a lot. In life, we can acquire many things. Most of those things can be taken from us. Homes, cars, jobs. The one thing no one can ever take from you is your education. And as you guys talk about what you're saying, it reminds me of the power of education. They can't repossess it. They can't come back and get it. It's yours, and it's transformative. And City Colleges and college itself is really about more than just book knowledge. It's about transforming who you are. And I really think you guys exhibit that and prove that to be very true. So, well, thank you all so much for sharing your stories. Thank you guys for watching us. City Colleges is a place where you too can change your life. Please join us, enroll in a class today. Take care.